apologize for. I don't know what I'm doing there. Hi, welcome to Enchanting Little Soul Tarot. I am the Enchanting Little Soul. And this is a love reading for Leo, all Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars placements of Leo. And it is for February 2022, obviously, because I'm live right now. However, if this reading finds you at another time, then it's for you at that time. I kind of feel like most of my readings are timeless, especially with the way this whole YouTube thing works. I am new to YouTube, so I appreciate all your likes, your comments, good, bad, and ugly, your shares, and the subscriptions too, please. If you want a personal reading, please contact me over on my Instagram. I'm at Enchanting Little Soul Tarot. It is an open account, so you should be able to find me pretty easily. And I usually like to ask a few questions before I do a reading for someone, because I don't believe I'm the reader for everyone. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It doesn't really have to do with me liking you or not liking you. It's just a matter of, what are you wanting and what can I provide you, right? Okay, so I'm in the Midwest. You don't get glamorous, enchanting little soul today. You get enchanting little soul that is out shoveling her car from 12 inches of snow and a 1/4 inch of ice so she can go to work tomorrow. Yeah, that's me. All right, let's get started. What is Libras? I love Libras. As a Taurus myself, like we get each other. We get food, we get money, we get beauty. We just get each other. My dad's a Libra, and we butt heads, but we love each other. And yeah, so that being said, let's get started for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and Mars. What's on the Libra heart? What's on the Libra heart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars for February? All right. Ooh, the Wheel. Talk about money. So the Wheel to me is about kind of like a windfall of some sort. So either you're going to come into some money or you're going to come into great fortune. Because this is a Libra reading, I will tell you, I don't think it's money though. I think it's just what your heart desires. You can see at the top, I saw the roll of the dice, okay? And to me, that's kind of a gamble. It's kind of a gambling nod, and it's also, there's light and there's dark there. And she's kind of standing in tree pose. I just feel like this is not money for you. This is going to be like your peace, your sanity, and just your overall feeling against the world. Like, I feel like you are going to be kind of standing on top of your life and just kind of owning it finally. I think sometimes we get so caught up, because I will tell you, like, in terms of money, like, my relationship with money has not always been healthy. Not that I couldn't acquire it, but it was like I could never have enough. And I always have this fear of like poverty. And because I did live that lifestyle when I was little, and when I look back, it scared me a little bit. So I always had this fear, and I feel like Libras also kind of have that mentality of there's never going to be enough. Not that you're greedy or not that you're like harboring things, but there's never enough. Like, you're always going to have that number. And then once you get that number, it's still not enough for you. So I really do feel like on your heart, Libra, you have some sort of peace and grounding in like a sudden windfall of like, okay, everything's going to be okay. The Knight of Cups. So maybe you have a new offering of emotional support. I will tell you, as a knight, typically, it's a lot of, there's a lot of drive behind it. There's a lot of enthusiasm behind it. It is a little immature. So I don't want you to think that like with this comes this, because you need to have this on your own. But you might be thinking like, oh, this is the emotional support that I need to have everything I always ever wanted. because it's like this man coming in on the shining horse. And this could be a love reading for, you know, to me, gender is kind of fluid right now with all of this stuff. But this could be somebody that's coming in, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it's very immature right now. And there's you. There's you. And you're kind of looking at a different destination and like trying to figure out and plan what you want to do next. It's almost like a stage of manifestation. Like, okay, what's next? Like, what are we going to do here? You know, are we going to travel? Your thoughts are kind of going in different directions right now. If they were standing upright, I'd be like, oh, you're all in one, but your thoughts are kind of going in different directions. And I think it's because of this person. Or maybe it's possible you have a new lease on life. You know, now that you feel like I've gotten a windfall, I feel like the huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Like now you have a new lease on life. Okay. So just remember, you're emotionally immature right now. If you're just out of a relationship, or starting a new relationship, you really got to feel it out. Okay. So what's going on in the past for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars? What's going in the past for Libra? That popped out. Oh, 10 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. So you had, you know, what mattered to you most. You know, friends, family, you know, a lot of different things. Queen of Pentacles, stability. You had all that in the past, and that's what's kind of affecting you now. It's like you've had it in the King of Wands. This is Leo, Sag, Aries energy. So I'm feeling like this is like part of a hot head and a cold body almost. Like I'm laughing just because of the irony of this. There's a lot of like hot and cold in this. There's a lot of there's like passion, but there's not passion. It's not matching energy at all. And so whatever you two were wanting, you weren't getting from each other. So maybe you've experienced that in all of your relationships in the past. Like you keep nodding at these people that can't give you what you want. I feel like, you know, Libra, this is you, and the other person is a little more, like I said, Leo, Sag, Aries, or even more of a leader and just kind of a pusher and kind of doing what they need to do. And, you know, it's possible that you guys had a really great relationship, but it just didn't work out. And once that burden was gone, yeah, you got adventurous. So what's going on in the present? We're going to clarify. I don't always clarify. I usually just do an oracle card at the end, but I'm going to pull some more cards for you, Libra. So what's in the present around the heart of the wheel, the Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands? What's in the present surrounding the Libra heart space for love? There we go. Heartache. Okay, Three of Swords. A little bit of heartache, a little bit of pain. Probably had a conflict and it's over. And yeah, you had a conflict. And it was not something that you predicted at all. It's not something that you predicted. However, you are coming out on top here. You know, things have fallen. And it looks like people are trying to put the pieces back together. So to me, this almost looks like things fell, things collapsed, okay, after this conflict. And people are trying to put the pieces back together to get you to the fire and get to your spark again, okay? So Spirit is with you, okay? Spirit is with you. And to be grateful for Spirit. And you're in your head. Totally in your head with this. very much like making choices. I want to say you have a choice to live here or here, Libra. And I want you to know that, like I said, you're here and spirit is with you. You're here and spirit is not with you. You're hurting. And of course, spirit is with you when you're hurting. But I'm saying your space right now is a genre in between. You do not have to be black and white in terms of healing. It's not a linear journey. It's all over the place. So your conflict and your choices in your head, you have a choice to look at everything with a nasty attitude and a nasty way about things and think the entire world is against you, or you have a choice of seeing that the world can support you too. The universe is here to support you. So you can look at it a couple of different ways. And some days you're going to be looking at it like everybody hates me. And some days you're going to look at it and like everybody loves me. But there's always going to be that in between too. Okay? Just know it's not linear. Your healing is not linear. It's all over the place. But it's healing. Okay? Coming into the future. What's in the future for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. What's in the future? Oh, that one's kind of sticking out. Ace of Cups. So a new lease on life. I think you're really going to figure out what matters most in your heart. I think you're going to figure out what matters. I feel like all of us have come out of this huge tornado in January, and with the whole Venus retrograde in Capricorn and Aquarius, and then Mercury too. I feel like you are just like everyone else. You're looking at what matters now, right? We're looking at our finances, our stability, what makes us happy. And I feel like you are kind of at a point now where you are figuring out in the future, you're going to figure out what makes you really happy and what makes you happy as a soul person. Hanged Man, Pisces energy. It's probably some spiritual enlightenment, which we can all use at any given time, right? Seeing the world a little bit differently, hanging upside down. If you practice yoga, those upside down moves are always so enlightening and inspiring for me. Kind of breaks things down a little bit and unblocks things. But look at that, the Lovers. So you could be finding later down the road, and I'm hearing 6 months. 6 months. You could, and I'm not a time person, so don't hold me to that, but if it does come in 6 months from February 2020, good for you. Good for me. But I feel like this is another soulmate connection. So it's possible that you're going to meet someone, either a friend or a lover. I highly encourage you to be friends with people first, and decide if you even want to sit at the same table next to them when you're dating. Yeah. So 6 months or so. All right, Starseed Oracle. What's helping? Oh, that just flew out. Oh, love this for Libra. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. It's the earth. Perspective. I'm gonna get out the book. You know it's serious when I'm getting the book out to read it. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Stay away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. What did I say? You think the world is against you sometimes. I encourage you to look at how you are being called to change your perspective, okay? Because you literally, like I said, it's right here. You have a choice. You have two choices. And there's this way, and there's this way, and you have the whole spectrum in between most days. But the best way is to really kind of teeter on one side And each decision you make to change your mind and your mood and your focus and your perspective of things is growth. Okay? All right, Libra, I'm good there. This is it. That was beautiful in a nutshell. This is a beautiful reading for you. I'm so excited for you. Let me know what you think in the comments. And again, if you like a personal reading, get in my inbox over at Enchanting Little Soul Tarot on Instagram, and we can have a little discussion. Talk to you later. Namaste.